Hello? It works. Let's turn the music down. Somewhere in there.
Hello?
Oh, there's an Ollie cat. You can see the Ollie cat for once. He's chilling in the rig. He's kind of in the middle. Oh, can't zoom in much. He's too low. Uh-oh. I screwed the camera all up. Over here, camera. There we go. No, not over there. What are you even looking at? Right there. There you go. All right. Hopefully the artifacting and such won't be as bad tonight. I have basically discovered that it's something to do with my motherboard. Yeah, it's either something with the chipset or something with, well, Elgato support said, looking at the logs, that it wasn't a bandwidth issue on the motherboard, but there's something on the motherboard that it, when it is doing other things, it can't push that through like it should. Because it never happened on my old computer, which is basically my kid's computer now. And Friday, I did a whole bunch of different testing. And I even took the card out, put it in my kid's computer, and it worked perfectly fine. So it's something with the motherboard in that machine. So now I'm with Gigabyte support to see if there's any settings or anything that I can try to change. Um, like the sad part is it's only some sponsored streams and get a new compatible Elgato. They don't make a new card, unfortunately. This card, they've actually stopped making this card, and from what I understand, they have zero plans to make a new one. And this card, you can stream 4 cameras into it at 4K 30. And and you can do it for less than $300. It's like when it came out or something, it was like either around 300 or 250. And to buy a similar card that can do that from like Black Magic or some of the other big brands, it's like $600. It's amazing value for money to be able to do what you could do with it. And whatever's in stores now is what's in stores now. They're not making them anymore. Because even if you get their single USB plugins, those are like around $100. So to get 4 of those, which would be really hard to even get the computer to run right, because more than 2 through USB the computer hates. It's like but anyways, if you could run the 4, it'd be like $400. So it's crazy value for money for being able to do that. Yeah, I'm actually I did some looking today because I know it won't look as good as this camera because all my cameras are like actual cameras. So I kind of hate to go to a webcam and lose quality because I have all actual cameras. But I was actually kind of thinking of getting one of the Ozbot little PTZ cameras, webcams. Because I have this one, like track me, or it doesn't do it in this scene, but I have this one track me, and then I was thinking, I don't know if I really want to do it or not, though, is the thing. But I was thinking about going to if I got parts in recently to put on the Miata, so I was thinking if I went and did a working on the Miata stream in the garage, I could get an Ozbot PTZ camera and it could follow me around while I'm working on the car and stuff. And there's Nike with the, the hydration. But also the the lens that's on this isn't that great of a lens. Oh no, is my headset almost to die? I see the light flashing. Oh shit. Well, that's not good. That's gonna cause problems. We may have to go. Do I even have any place this will reach over here? Sparkling ice. Remember to buy. I usually buy the knockoff Kroger brand because it's like half the price, and I actually think it tastes better. I don't have anywhere to plug this in. Wait, yes, I do. We can make this work. We can make this work. I did some reorganizing. There's no longer such a mess over here. Not that you guys can really see it. Boop, 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 boop. So we can plug this. It's going to be a little weird because the plug is on top instead of on the bottom, but you know, whatever. We can make it work. We don't have to have it on the whole time. It also kind of defeats the purpose of being wireless. I guess if I have to do that, I could bring my good mic over here and I could just talk through the good mic since I can't be wireless anyway. Although I really rather not get paint on that. Why does this not want to plug in? Oh! Naughty. Oh, there it goes. It's like, is it not flashing anymore? Okay, it's plugged in. Let's see if I have enough cable. Oh, this is weird because it's like in my field of view over here. Can I like? Oh, there we go. And I got this one ear loaded up. I got my IEM with the Bluetooth receiver. I got this clipped on my glasses. Power cable wrapped around. All right, we'll see how this works. Oh, I forgot to put that back in there. Tie it like a banana. Plug it from the top nice and easy. Yeah, I'm slowly becoming Cyber Murdoch. By the way, my son got this. My mom gave my son this microscope for Christmas. I've used it more than he has. It's pretty cool. I was actually I got for my nice airbrush. They had a I don't have that sitting out here. They had a because they had so much quality control issues on these. They sent out a care package that has like new nozzles and needles and stuff in it. And I was using the microscope to look at them to see if they were actually any different. I think they're essentially the same as what I got anyways. So it seems like I got it seems like I got lucky on the run, or at least mine is was number 39, 38. Mine's serial number 38, so it's only the 38th one they ever made. So it was at the beginning of the run. So I don't know if that really had anything to do with, but I feel like since it was early in their run, I got the proper good parts that didn't have quality control issues, I think. But I could be wrong. Serial number. So we are ready. We need to mask some parts. Let's go to the table. And hopefully this will be better. I have it turned down. Oh yeah, the 3D printer's going too, by the way. It's not making anything very exciting though. I'm just making some um, cable management track that'll go into these that are going to go under my desk. So nothing crazy. Oh, I got all kinds of stuff in the way. Also, my daughter started streaming last week. She played Minecraft for her first stream, and she didn't have anybody watch her besides me and Hannibal. Gave her some lurks, but I think she did really well. Well, if that was a little bit longer, I could lay it around my neck, and that would be way better. So what do we do? Oh yeah, okay. We got to mask these hands. I got to mask these two bits, real easy and simply. We'll spray the lighter white, and then we can clear all these. After I get these cleared, we're gonna do some panel lining, and then maybe before the end of tonight, we can clean up the panel lining and assemble the legs, so we can see what the legs actually look like completed before the weathering, because we got to get all that before the weathering happens. So goal tonight, I hate to call it this early, but especially with this slow start because I didn't quite have my desk ready. And my stupid microphone is not charged properly. And where's the thing that goes on here? Whatever. But the goal tonight is to get the legs assembled. And then we can do water slides. And then we can do a clear coat. That probably won't, those won't happen tonight, but we can at least get the legs together. So then we could do water slides, the last clear coat, and then we can start we won't start the weathering on them yet, but then we can roll over to the arms, and then we'll get the main torso and stuff. So we're getting stuff moving. Why is is my cable hitting the mic? I just see it like, I see the audio spiking. I might have to see, oh, I know where there's a longer one of these. Hold, I will be right back. Okay. This is like a 10-foot one. This might actually be a better charger. 2 amps. This one's that I used was pretty old. Super old Samsung charger. Or is this even like a Samsung knockoff? It's a Samsung shape. 5-volt 2 amp. It's the same. Whatever. So glad I mounted that power supply up under my desk. Okay, now I could do what I was talking about. And then I can like put this, I can find the best way to do it. There we go. Put that around my neck. I could even put it behind me. I feel like I might run it over though with my chair. That'll work for now. Oh, no, it's gonna pinch behind me. I have to have it around my neck. Whatever. There we go. We'll let that run that way for a little bit to charge, and then we'll be good. Oh no, is that a... Oh, we're painting over this, so I guess it doesn't... that spot, so it doesn't matter. Have a hair, or maybe it's a scratch. It's a hair or a scratch or something on that piece. Okay, so we need the hands in this. Need to mask those up real quick. Oh, unfortunately, I got that care package for that with that airbrush I was talking about. And the quick adapter that came with the airbrush when I ordered it leaked. And in this care package, I got a new quick adapter with it, and it also leaks. And I'm pretty sure it actually leaks worse. So they still have some quality issues going on with that. Is this wide enough to do the whole hand? Of course it's not. It's not quite. It's so close. That's all right. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, and the first time that happened, they're like, send a picture and show us exactly what part's leaking or whatever. And I sent a picture and showed it, and it's still in the same ticket. I just replied to that and was like, hey, still didn't fucking work. And now they want like video and shit. And at this point, I'm basically just over it. You know? Do I need to cut that much? Oh, you guys can't see that. I think I don't need to cut. I can do two squares. Because I have quick adapters. I just liked, what I liked about theirs was the little knob on it. Like, I tried to find one that had a knob, and this one has a knob, but it's basically an on and off. There's no fine-tune adjustment to it. Because it's like on here, and then it's like off there. Once you get to the point in there. And theirs rolls over nice and easy. So like if you want to turn down the pressure without having to get to my tank, I could just cut off a little bit of air there. And theirs would work great for that. If it didn't leak. But it leaks, so what are you going to do? And I haven't found a good way, like if I try to buy another one, I haven't found a good way to determine if it's going to be like an on and off, more like an on and off thing like that one, or if it's actually going to be a smooth thing I can adjust before I buy it. So I hate to like just go, I mean, they are cheap, fairly cheap, but I hate to just go buy a bunch of them and then just none of them work. And I have to go through all the trouble of sending them back and all that crap. I just want the thing I bought to work. Imagine that. And then the other thing is the quick adapter won't even screw into my hose. So there's something with the threads. And they asked what threads are in the hose. Well, I don't know what threads are in the hose because look up the compressor I bought, and the hose came with the compressor and everything, and it does not say anywhere what the thread is. Because there's a, is it like 1/4 inch or something? But there's BSP and NPT, and they use BSP, which I kind of think all the airbrush stuff uses BSP. But all I know is all of my other quick adapters screw into it. The threads on their own airbrushes screw into it, all of them. But this quick adapter doesn't. So, but it does screw into their water trap that filters the water out of the line. And the water trap screws into my hose. And their quick adapter like isn't even close to screwing into my hose. It makes it like a turn and a half before it stops. So that's my bitching session done tonight. Need a little more masking tape. Glad I'm doing this before I put my gloves on. Because the tape sticks to the gloves, and then it's all kinds of a pain in the ass. This should be pretty quick and easy. Just got to tape them up, and then we're going to cut out this little notch here on all the hands. And spray over that. One, two, three, four, five. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be all we need for the hands right there. Let's just cut them all. I know they're all going to be this big. Be a smart thing to do, right? Don't need that. You already cut them, dummy. Good. Also, I saw something today that made me want to change the oops. And I don't know how I never thought of it before. Or possibly Corbin never thought of it before because he's a real punny guy. And I saw a sticker that had a goof on it. And it had like a quote thing bubble above it, and it said, "Oops, I goofed." And I was like, oh shit. I shouldn't have oopsed. I should have goofed. So it could be Gundam themed. Also, we need to build my goof. The goof custom. Alright, let's go ahead and get... Whoa! Let's go ahead and get these ready. Oh, I didn't cut that one straight at all. That's okay. Yeah, exactly. Like, if anyone here would have thought of it, it would be Corbin. Look at that. One done already. Hope this is worth the effort. It probably is because it's very low effort, but still. Hope it's worth the effort. Gun damn it. It could. We need a an AI song called Oops, I Goofed Again. God damn it, Bitty. What would it be, though? Do I just need to record myself saying, like, gun damn it, or something like that? I don't know. What would the redeem actually be? Instead of, yeah, I guess instead of the oops sound, it could just be me saying gun damn it, and then, like, you know, when that plays, we add a goofed. From the show of someone yelling Gundam and it together. Yeah, that could work. I mean, I literally already have audio of them saying it's a Gundam. So I could do that. Oh, and it's got it's in the front of it. It's a Gundam. I could just cut the front off and put it right behind Gundam. There you go. Done and done. That's the raid sound, if I remember right. That's the sound I have for raid alerts. It's already ready to go. I don't know if I remember to fold these over to protect that front edge from paint. Well, you won't really, I mean, like, you'd have a chance to see it, but it's most likely you won't see it. I know I did it on the first one. Yeah, they're all good. Okay. 3 more of these. Oh, I didn't cut the other part yet, dummy. That was almost an oops. Got a little, oh, you guys can't see it, it's off camera. I have a little stack of squares building up over here. I remember last stream saying that, like, maybe I would do some clear code or something, and or do something on this off stream. You can probably guess that that didn't happen. Whoa, that was close. Almost cut my finger. Also, the last week I spent most of it trying to talk myself out of buying a TIG welder. There's some custom work I'd really like to do for my car that I just can't do without a welder. Okay, so this we got to cover the whole thing, and we want to run a piece through the center. And that is... how wide is this tape? Will this work? Ah, it's just a little bit too wide. Quit sticking! Stop being tape until I need you to be tape. It's because it's round. This corner's rounded up. It's pushing it down as it's going through. Stop it! I thought this was going to be easy. Like the easiest part. Let's try the other side. There. Oh, I hit. There we go. There we go. So it was too big. Now it came out a little bit narrow. We're going to have to do 2 pieces. But that's okay. Actually, I could just do that whole square. Should I do this? I was just going to do the handle. But should I just do the whole square with it? Since it kind of looks like a separate piece anyways. Also, don't look at my shitty filled gap there. That's not really that filled. Kind of feel like I should. And a center strip? I don't really want to do a center strip. Because I sanded them flat so they could all be one piece. I think that's one. I think I'm just going to paint the entire... that entire chunk the color. Instead of just the handle. I think that's how I'm going to handle it. Oof. The tape will stay on the edge there. There we go. I almost made that long enough. Almost. I don't know if I like my 3D printer cam. I keep seeing it move out of the corner of my eye and it makes me think things are happening. Things are oh yeah, true. True dat, true dat. Okay, fold this stuff over. That's covered good enough. I really don't even need to cover this side, but a little protection at least on this corner. Then I can just clip it right there, spray it. Once I get to this side, yeah, maybe I do need to. This goes in towards the torso, so you're not really going to see it anyways. But that'll work. Okay, one more. Then we can actually start painting. Imagine that. Painting on a painting stream. Sounds Sounds not scammed. Oh, look at this. I actually cut this one long enough. Oh, yeah. Look at that when it's out of the camera. I cut it long enough that it actually wrapped all the way around. Look at that. Yeah, that can't be right. Let's see if I can do it again. Oh, it's getting, I'm over the glasses right now. It's getting serious. Okay. Yeah, every time I see the damn 3D printer out of the corner of my eye, I feel like it's a like my raid alert going off or something. Oh yeah, we did it again. Look at this. That's professional work right there. That is efficiency. We did lots of painting last week though. We got so much work done last week. It's kind of crazy. Last week might have been a record for work done in one of my streams. Oh, look at that. We got just enough. Reposition that slightly there. Got just enough to finish it off. Look at that.
Hello?
Look at that. Hello? Hey, Mech. What's going on? Oh, but now I don't have the tape piece coming across for my clippy action. So let's do that. Is that how I did that? That's not how I did the other one. And hopefully, I haven't seen any artifacts come up. I changed because I did find out, you know, it was something with my motherboard doesn't like the camera at the higher rate. I changed some settings on the camera. So hopefully there's no artifacting at all. It's just not. It probably makes no difference to you guys, since you only see 1080 in the stream anyway. I never did drink, did I? Work's going good. We a little bit of a slow start because I didn't quite have I'm zoomed in. I'm zoomed in like really far, aren't I? I don't normally zoom in that much. A little arting. Nice, nice. See you during next week. Finally got some time off. Ooh, nice. All right. We are ready to spray just a little bit of the... Is it still... Oh, it is still over here. Look at that. I'll even have the right thinner here. Maybe spray a little bit of our insignia white. I think this is the color I sprayed the Barbie. I think the whole Barbie is this color. Oh, let's put just threw that in my lap. That was almost a real oops. A real big oops. Get my tape picked up here. Yeah. That one would be a gun, damn it. All right. Time to glove up. Finally. Oh my god, look at this wad of gloves that just came out of the box. How many gloves are in here? More than 2. There's like 5 gloves in there. One for each finger. Gotta change my pants. It's just soaked in red. That's an awful thought. Let's see. It's almost 7. I might... I'll leave the cable charging my mic for a little bit here, but I did such a good job cleaning this out last time. It's like moving so easy. Okay, maybe it's not pulling out so cleanly. So let's give it another wipe here. At least get the needle cleaned off.
What?
I thought I did a good job.
I didn't do anything! I didn't do anything! I didn't do it! I didn't do anything! I didn't do anything wrong!
I didn't do anything wrong! What the fuck? I almost said that's what she said. Almost. Oh, I almost thought we were getting rickrolled for a second there. With that drum beat. Alright, I'm going to do just a dash of the hard shit. I should put on my mask, although my mask will do nothing for lacquer thinner. So it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to spray it like straight in the filter so it doesn't come back. There we go. And we'll run a little water through, get that cleared out. I must have done a decent job spraying that in there. I don't smell it at all. Okay. I'm going to unplug the mic and see how long the headset lasts for before I need to plug it in again. I even thought today, I was like, when I go home for lunch, I should really plug in my mic and my earpiece to charge. And I was like, well, the earpiece charges in the case, so I shouldn't have to plug that in. And then I was thinking the mic should have been fine, but I don't know. I must have left it on or something. Uh-oh. Oh, I went inside the mic, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Meant to pull that around the mic, but I didn't quite make it. Okay. Now let's finally do some painting on this painting stream after an hour. That's okay. We did some masking. We did some work. I like to use my mixer and like pretend that it does something. I really don't know if it does anything. But it's here on my desk, so I like to put the paint on it and let it shake around to see if it does anything. It shakes the camera. That's something it does, I guess. I don't know that it actually shakes these enough to really do anything, though. Yeah, we don't need much. Let's do 3 drops of reducer, and then we'll just do a little bit of this. Something like that. That might not be enough, but we'll find out. Well, someone for a change? We're gonna try to do just like 2 light coats of this because it's already painted, so it's gonna kill our shadow if we make it too thick. We just want enough that it's for sure gonna change the color. Something like that. There's an unfortunate seam line right across the top of that handle that I didn't realize was there. Also, I don't know that I would really sand that out, so, you know. Now we're getting stuff done again. Like it. These don't matter too much. It'd be nice to have some shading in those, but they don't really matter that much. Such a small detail on the hand. Now that's the one that has the scratch. There's like either a scratch or a tiny hair stuck under the clear coat. Now cover it up a little bit. I don't even know if that's one of the hand tops I'll even use. Because there's only like a couple in here I'm actually going to use. another little one on that one. All right. That's it for that white. And for the arms, it means the arms are fully painted. Yeah, checkbox checked. Not only did we paint, but we finished the color layer of the arms. Now we'll give that just a little bit of time to dry. We'll pull the mask off, and then we could clear them. It'd be really nice if we could clear them like now, and then we can start the what you call it, panel lining, and we can start the panel lining on the legs. And we'll have to let the panel line dry for a little while. And we'll do some cleanup on it. And then hopefully at the end of the stream, like I said, hopefully we will assemble the legs and see what they actually look like. I've been really wanting to do that. In the last couple streams, but we just weren't quite there yet, unfortunately. Okay, so we have that done. Yeah, I don't want to hop into clear coating them right now, so let's get the masking off. It's hard to do with gloves on. Just that little touch of two-tone. Oh. The shadow's not consistent through there, and I don't like that. Because it's, yeah, I don't know. I really should have just painted that part separately. I'm not a fan of that. I think that's throwing it off. This side looks all right. But from that side, it looks inconsistent. But we still have to weather them up, you know, so we can kind of we can fudge that, fudge the numbers a little special accounting. Cook the books a little on that one. The numbers are made up and the points don't matter. That's right. Also, once again, I'm just like carelessly pulling this masking tape off. And have zero worries in the world then my paint's going to come up. And that is an amazing feeling with water-based paint. Also, what the hell? What the hell happened there? We got a little pre-weathering to the weathering. What the hell happened there? I don't know where that mark came from. Ooh, also over here it looks like we cracked the part. The light's kind of covering it up. Oh yeah, you can see it there. Looks like we start cracking the plastic, pulling it apart or something. Curious what the hands look like. Okay, I like that. That's a tasty dactyl right there. Well, just a little, a little spice. Can't really. I got a mask on. I can't really do the face, but there's just a little spice there. I like it. Yeah, those are gonna panel line so nice because I scribed them out. It's the first kit I've ever done any scribing on. We haven't done any custom scribing. We've only scribed pre-made panel lines. But they're going to pop so much more now. And then I can look to the side and see if my mic is flashing at me yet. Doesn't look like it. We might be good to go for the rest of the stream, hopefully. Doctorial scribing. Yeah, it looks nice. I do wish the shadow carried through a little better, but not bad. I knew it wouldn't carry through very well because I went ahead and just painted over it and was like, it's basically the same color, just slightly lighter that I'm going to go over the top with, so I don't have to spray that much and it's not going to be that big of a deal. But actually, the change in shading is enough that it is a little bit of a big deal. So now I know for next time. As usual, I have learned don't do it the lazy way and just do it right from the beginning. Imagine that. Who would have thought just do it how you're supposed to do it and don't take shortcuts and then it looks way better. And it's such a little thing, but I think especially on those shoulders, it's such a little thing, but it'd be really impactful on those shoulders. They would look 10 times better. Okay. Got those good. It's a little foggy in there. Let's put some cleaner through. Looking pretty good. And now we need clear. Do I have any clear up here? Probably not. That's probably in my box. Sounds like further experiments needed. Yeah. I mean, I kind of constantly do that experiment, and then I don't know. Where's that cleaner? I feel like it's probably proven itself enough times that I should stop doing it, but
all the cases are just, they're just enough different from each other that I always have to try it again. If it works, nobody's gonna complain about a shortcut, you know? I still need to clean off this. I never see this side of the brush. Because I always see this side, so I'm like, oh yeah, my brush looks pretty good. And then I turn it over like, oh shit, there's crap everywhere. Also, it always runs down that side because I dump it that way. Okay, let's get that clear coat. My special case. And we need gloss right there. First one. Look at that. Did I put the copper away? Oh, I did. Okay. Move that down here. Oh, wait. We were going to panel line first. No, we were going to gloss this first. They have time to dry. No, there's no way we're going to panel line those tonight. We should panel line these first and then gloss those so the panel line has time to dry. That's what we should do. So I take this off for a bit. And because of my handy little hobby tool rack, I got my panel liner right here. And all my panel liner needs. I can do all my panel lining and panel lining needs right here. Got the gloves. We got all the parts are right here. I'll stretch. We could do a little stretch time. Trying to think what else I need for panel lining. I don't really need much else. We're not going to clean it up for a bit, so I don't need the Q-tips yet. But they're also right here. Okay, let's see how magical this is. We should probably shake it up better than that. That stuff settles pretty quick, if I remember right. My shaker actually probably works on this because it's super thin. Or should we do dark gray instead of black? Because we're doing white. Ooh. I usually like doing black, though. I like the contrast. We'll do black, because we're also going to weather over the top of it, so I feel like the extra contrast is going to help it. Say, Senora? Set that over there. Good little inky buddy. Maybe when you get up in the camera for these. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Could have scribed around that, but I didn't really want to. I didn't quite reach down there. Oh, yeah, I did. I'll give it just another touch in case it can use a little more. Well, that one looks nice.
Okay, where can I put these? Let me just put this pen that has harmful chemicals all over the end of it in my mouth. Especially where I can just inhale it directly. There, now I have a free hand. Learning flavor. These don't. Oh, yes, they do. Never mind. Thought those didn't have any panel lines, but they definitely do. And the feetsies. I like the feetsies. That almost sounds like feces, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. We should probably do this as well. Can we put on Nintendo cartridges to get people to stop sucking? Okay, what? Who sucks on Nintendo cartridges? What are you talking about? But it was a thing. Not just blowing on cartridges, sucking on cartridges. By the way, I was fairly early on in the day. I had enough internet for the day because there's a I forget which sub it was on, but I was on Reddit and there was a post that said, "I found my roommate's piss bucket or piss box," and I was, huh? And there was a picture of a Tupperware box in a closet. It was just full of piss. It's like, and I've had enough of the internet today. That's enough for me, thank you. Made him super bitter. Oh yeah. Wait, didn't they do that for I was thinking of like old school Nintendo cartridges. That was for like the DS cartridges and stuff, wasn't it? I do remember that. It was either the DS or I mean it could have been for the Switch. I feel like it wasn't that new though, but I do now remember that. Okay, can we tell? Oh, I can absolutely tell a difference. So I did these two differently when I scribed them. And I was curious. Of course, this one isn't scribed very well because that was like the very first one I did. But I was curious how much difference it was going to make. And I don't know if it's really going to come through on the camera. But I can tell, in person anyways, I can tell that this one I'd plain scribed and didn't retouch with the plastic cement, with the thin plastic cement. This one I did. I can tell the edges are a little bit softer and look a little better. I love panel lining. It's so satisfying. These ones aren't that satisfying, but the grooves are. Unfortunately, this kit doesn't have a whole lot of panel lining. It's fairly light on the panel details. I keep trying to reach the arm parts to panel line. It wouldn't necessarily be bad because this paint is gloss, and they design it that way to say you could panel line straight over the top of it, but I don't want to risk the paint like that because when you go back to wipe it up, you're going to start wiping the paint off unless the paint's somehow magically resistant to oil paint thinner. Hey, Marks. Yeah, this is like a, well, it is a fountain pen, but this is like the kind of pen they use to draw manga and stuff, or manga, sorry. Like this is one of their actual, this is a super cheap one, but this is like the actual pens they use to draw the real shit. Little trick I learned from Barbatos Rex on YouTube. He tested a whole bunch of different ways to panel line, and those don't have any panel lines, do they? They don't. So we can skip the top of the feet. Beauty. Oh, pick up more. Yeah, it works really well. You just give it a light little touch. You can't have the pen super loaded because you can flood the piece, but you get a feel for, like that one was a little much. It is kind of hard to do the really tiny stuff like this. The new streaming elements? There's not, we're not too much different. I do have a print going right now, so we got that up. Oops. Oh yeah, the chat too. Yep. We did do the chat. I forgot about that. Because I am also streaming on YouTube. I don't think I've ever had a single person. I know I've never, well, I'll say it this way. If my chat works, if my multi-chat works, I've never had a single person chat in YouTube. I don't even check the VODs to see if anybody viewed them or not, but I have the capability, so I'm streaming here and YouTube. You know what did... I kind of feel like Corbin checked. Feel back in other run streaming you had one or two. Just come on over. Maybe. Unless it's because it's in the multi-chat. Maybe I just didn't notice it was on YouTube, but I don't remember ever talking to anyone on YouTube. I kind of feel like Corbin tested it for me when I first got it running. Oh, that was a different chat, though. This is a new... I don't think I ever tested this chat. That was a different app I used before that was a pain in the ass to set up every single time. But this one is just supposed to work, so... But I'm also in the mindset of fuck YouTube. Oops. Oh, we got karma for saying fuck YouTube. Just smudged it all over the. It was easy cleanup, but got some on my finger and smudged it on the piece. Instant karma. Should I not dip that? Is my panel liner getting low enough in the bottle? I'm gonna have a hard time dipping. Ooh, that's a thick boy right there. Almost done with these. A little bit more. Thicker. There we go. This one just has this little lip, I think. I don't think there's this little circle, but that's probably going to wipe out. I don't know that that's really going to stay filled in. We'll fill it up though, see what happens. Out of all the kits I've painted in panel line, because I always panel line them, I don't know that I've ever done a full kit without forgetting at least a couple panel lines when I'm going back through doing the cleanup. The Tamiya fine tip panel line pins, just as good. I don't know. I haven't used the pins. I think you, of course, the Tamiya ones. Maybe the Tamiya ones will flow out better. I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure the like Bandai branded ones or whatever, I think you more have to draw in the lines than let it flow. But also the Tamiya panel liner, if you don't paint them, the Tamiya panel liner can be bad for the plastic. Hey, it does work on YouTube. Sweet. Now we know. But if you top coat it, like if you're not going to paint the kit, if you at least clear coat it, then you can use that panel liner all day long and not have a problem. Got a good 10-15 second delay over. Yeah, YouTube's got a longer. They don't have a fast. Okay, so legs are panel lined. We'll set that aside. We'll let those dry as much as they can anyways. We will clear coat the arm bits. And then it may be too soon, but we'll go back and try to clean up the panel lining so we can put the legs together. Are you doing some 40K? It doesn't mean much to me because I don't know anything about 40K, but I've started painting some minis. This one's, it doesn't have anything to do with Warhammer, but this one's almost done. She has a, I'm trying to get better at creating more contrast and boosting the saturation. She has a staff, like a magic staff she holds. Yeah, exactly. That's actually one of the spots I really tried to focus on the contrast with the shadow, because I got a real deep shadow in there that goes to a pretty big highlight. But also the piece that is down in the front, I did have that painted just that solid pink color, and then I went back over it to color it in, and it looks 1,000 times better. And then here's the staff. I'm gonna paint. I'm basically like tired of it, so I'm like, the staff's gonna be gold, but the gem, I'm gonna paint the gem on top. That's the last, that and the base. I'm just gonna dry brush the base real easy and fast, but that's the last part I'm gonna do is paint this gem, and it's gonna be the green. I'm going to try to mix the green and the bright-ass pink in the gem. I think that'll look cool. But also when I was painting it, I was like, where else? I need to use the green like somewhere else. And then I was like, oh yeah, the the thong straps. We'll make those the same green. I don't know if this is a character from somewhere or not. It just came with a whole shitload of files I got. But also look at the eyes. Here, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in and see how I did the eyes. I feel like I did really good on these eyes. Try to get where it focuses at along. Look at that, not bad, right? I even got little white glints in there. Came out all right. Oh, you can really see the shading and highlights on the poofs. I don't know what you call those, but on the shoulders there. And there's a shadow under the face and on the under the hand. Oh yeah, my daughter got jealous and knocked this off and broke it. Which you can, the hand broke there, and then also you can barely see the crack on the shoulder poof where I re-glued it. She was actually just trying to get to the to my big light that was up there, and she accidentally, it was like on the very edge of the table, which is a super smart place to put it, you know. And then she accidentally knocked it over. But she always gets jealous of my lady models and says they're inappropriate, so that's why I blamed it on. Oh, I didn't do the feet. We missed the feet. We gotta panel line these. Yeah, the eyes are pain in the ass. That one is because the Warhammer's like 35 or is it 32? 32 mil. That one's a 75 mil. So I know Warhammer. Of course, Warhammer eyes are scaled up a little bit. They aren't like to scale. Yeah, it does depend on the dudes, but like the standard little guys are like this size. And then that's her size. So this is like your standard little units or whatever in Warhammer. And then that's obviously the size of her. Also, Marks, if you haven't seen these, I found these little. These are Zaku themed cyberpunk street punks that I found. And they're so cool. These two are technically goofs, and this one's a Zaku, but they got like katanas and stuff. Well, that one doesn't have a katana. This one has a katana. But yeah, I love it. They even got the like waist bit in the which one can you see it better on? There you go. In the butt flap and everything. I can't wait to paint these up. Even in the knee pads, that's one of my favorite parts. The knee pads are like literally the Zaku knees. It's so cool. Do I need to panel line this whole bottom? Might as well, right? If I'm weathering this, the bottom of the feet are going to be like super dirty. This is coming out so nice and clean. As a kit though, just in general, it might hurt me to weather this. Because it's looking so nice and clean right now. And that's normally what I do, is do nice clean kits. Factory fresh, if you will. Don't want to play Tarkov anymore. uh, I was actually playing instead of the SPT, I was playing actual Tarkov, um, just the PVE, and it's actually in a really good place right now. I laughed the other day when I saw that Marathon was for pre-order since it like already launched and failed like a half a year ago. I'm not really sure how they're going to make Marathon work. I hope it works because it'd be cool if it works. But I don't think it's going to because it's Bungie and they don't know what they're doing anymore. I feel like Bungie lost their way a long time ago. First by removing all stolen assets. Yeah, that is a good start. Yeah, yeah. Hannibal and I played the Windrose demo, formerly known as Crosswind, which is like a PvE co-op pirate game, and the demo was super fun. Did they pay before or after they used their art though? Is the question. That's like saying I only cheated because the camera saw me. Oh, after? Yeah. Yeah, it is nice that they paid him for sure. I had completely until Corbin said that I had completely forgot that even happened. Oh, that panel lined so well. I wish I would have held that one up to the camera. It filled in very nice. Very nice. All right, now we are actually done panel lining, and those don't go there. These go over here. Trying to make. Holy shit! What did I do? I got a little messy. Okay, now I gotta make sure. I shouldn't really be touching the pieces when I'm doing this, so we should be okay, but I gotta make sure I'm not gonna get black all over these when I'm trying to clear coat them. That would be very bad. That'd be a goof for sure. I may have to switch that out. What was the oh, the oops audio is me crashing, isn't it? Isn't that what it was? Just trying to remember what audio we had for the oops. Yeah, okay. I would hate to get rid of that.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I mean, I don't say oops in it, so that could still work. Should it be goofs? Goofed? Goofed or goofs? We could. Well, I have that as a. Never mind. I have that as like a separate scene that's in the scene, so I'm not gonna fuck with it right now. I'll do that later. Let's flip this over. Nice clean side. I have to put my mask back on. We'll get these cleared. All cleared and beautiful. My printer about done. It's getting closer. Oh, instead of the oops. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. That's a good idea. Um, anything else? No, just my mask. Let's see if I can get around the microphone this time. I'll do it one at a time. That will make it easier. There we go. Much better than last time. And we still got our clear up here somewhere. Oh, it's over here. It always throws me off when I shake these because they don't have the ball in them. I'm waiting for the ball to come loose so I know it's starting to mix in it, but there's no ball in them. Oh, water rinse. Everything lubricated. All right, let's slap some clear on these. MMF acquired. Oh, yeah, I did see that. Yeah. That's where I got the lady I painted. The creator on there is where I got that model. And the Viking thing I did, or Viking looking guy I did. He was from the same creator. I'm kind of curious to see what that's like, if it's gonna mean anything. I guess it's just more of a one-stop shop or something, maybe, since it's gonna be 3D printed stuff plus that. I guess that's gonna make it a lot more like Colts. Colts 3D. Colts 3D is like that. You don't really have to clear coat that. There's no panel lines on it. There's some intent of cleaning up AI stuff. Never come across. Yeah, I've followed a couple people, or one guy in particular. I've had some models I kind of liked, and I followed. And after I followed him, because I it would send me like an alert every time he has one come out, and he has those models coming out so fast. I don't think there's any way he's making those models. They almost have to be AI models. Like, I'm sure he's doing some cleanup and stuff to them to make them look better, but I don't think there's any way he's putting models out that fast. Character, like fully done character models. Even if it was his full-time job, I don't know, because they're like fully textured and everything in the image as well. Like, man, to do the art for all that, there's no way unless you had a team behind it. Like sleep option. Yeah, exactly. And you can kind of tell if they're fully textured. So you can see how the colors are on it. You can tell from the a lot of them from the color on it. It always makes me feel a little guilty for having AI slop for music on my stream, but that's because YouTube. YouTube being YouTube. If I play anything else, they complain. Whether I have rights to play it or not, they fucking complain. And I always gotta go back in there and it's like, oh, you had this muted, and now I gotta click on it and prove that I can use it. And it's just such a pain in the ass that I just switched to completely AI music. Which is why I don't put any vocals or anything in it. It's just background music. Except my opening song. My opening song is AI with vocals. But I found that YouTube doesn't complain about this, so it works. Whatever. And it's nice for that. I would love to play real people's music. But YouTube doesn't want me to. She has separate tracks for the stream. A VOD track. Yeah, but you can't separate the VOD and YouTube and VOD has to be the same track. Or the VOD that's in YouTube, anyways, has to be the same. Because they don't do like Twitch does, where you can mute that. I do that in Twitch, where I mute the I mute it for the VOD, so then Twitch doesn't complain. Which I could just completely do it like kind of like you're saying and shut off the track to YouTube completely. I could do that. Oh, there's the thing I lost. Whoop. There we go. But I just wish it would work at least like Twitch, where it could be muted in the VOD but be on while the stream is live. Would be nice. So now they've come at me for a live stream before. Yeah. Still not as bad as Facebook. Of course, I don't know if anybody does Facebook streaming really at all anymore anyway, but it always reminds me of during COVID, Local H, one of my, or actually probably my favorite band ever, was doing a streamed concert on Facebook, and Facebook took their stream down for their own music that they were playing. Because, like, legally, it's the record company that owns the music, not the band. And they didn't get it okayed by the record company. So they got the stream taken down, even though it's their own fucking music. In which I don't think the record company, like, you know, got involved to take the stream down. I'm pretty sure Facebook just took it down because they weren't licensed to do it. It's like, seriously, fucking come on. It's literally them. They are them. He's him. Let them play their music. We need a tip check. I'm going to try to finish this piece, but it is cutting in and out a little bit. As long as we keep it blasting, we'll be okay. I'll do a tip check after this piece, though. Yeah, they're just like, nope, shut it down. How dare you have music? Shut it down. Kind of just soaking that piece there. That's okay. Do a little tip clean here. I've noticed with it. Oh, hi, Ollie Cat. You snuck up on me. I've noticed with the gallery paint, the Kaleido paint, I don't have to clean the needle for tip dry near as often as all the other paint I've used in the past. For water-based stuff, anyways. Because water-based paint, you usually really gotta get used to constantly cleaning the tip. Lots of tip dry. And it still gets it, but it seems like it's not nearly as much. Yeah, I have 3 of their airbrushes. I've been really liking their airbrushes since those started. I don't even use my Krios airbrush anymore. Mr. What is it? Well, it's made by the same people who do like Mr. Hobby and stuff, but I don't even use it anymore. Most of that's because the tip design is a pain in the ass to clean. Or the nozzle design, I should say, is a royal pain in the ass to clean. But it's a great airbrush. This shit's good. And like earlier masking, ripping the paint off, I'd always have to clench the cheeks when pulling paint off pieces because I was just waiting for it to come off. And this gallery paint, I haven't had to worry about it at all. Fat Frog Humble Pack I bought hasn't. Hoping it stays that way. As I like it to be, but also most people wouldn't pair metal with their relaxing Gumpo builds. Yeah. Since you got in the cheapo, they came with the. Oh yeah, I love this Mobius. This Mobius is awesome. And oh, sat around too long. The tip got a little dry there. And if you look up airbrush reviews, the Mobius, specifically the 0.3, has like the best, as far as what gallery makes. The Mobius 0.3 has like the best reviews. The 0.2, I guess, had some issues because they used the exact same nozzle, but they changed the needle, and it doesn't do really fine stuff like it's really supposed to. Some cases of paint lifting up with tape. Oh, you have? Yeah, and like when I paint the pieces, I don't clean them at all. At least Bandai kits. Bandai kits usually don't have any mold release or anything left over on them, so I don't wash off Bandai kits at all. And in fact, I sand on them, and I barely even like. I'll use a toothbrush to try to get the bits of sanding out of the cracks, and I'll just kind of use the airbrush with just the air pressure to like blow off the sanding. But I don't even like clean them after I sand them. Like a full wash or anything. And I just put the gallery primer over it and spray it, and I haven't had a single problem with paint lifting. Too much equipment. It's not bad. Just a compressor, airbrush, and a booth. But then you got to have somewhere to vent the booth to. That's where it gets complicated on my setup. Because I completely removed the shitty fans out of this cheap booth. And I have a tube that runs over and through my wall because my laundry room's on the other side of the wall. And then I installed inline fans in the other room that suck all the air through, and I get way better airflow. But I would still also like my duct that I have that runs it all. I still wish I had 6 inch instead of 4 inch duct, so I could use bigger fans. I also want. I don't. Did I ever? No, I didn't. I got. Oh, you guys can't see in there. They had in the back of this where the fan used to be. There's some plastic that kind of shaped it so the air pulls in evenly into the fan. And since I removed the fan, that gave that space um, a bigger area. So I cut out some pieces of cardboard to fill that in at an angle so when the air comes in, it comes in and collects towards the middle more smoothly. So you get a more even airflow across the entire booth. I was going to measure all that out and like 3D print something that was like a proper funnel that funneled into it, and then apparently I never got around to it because there's still cardboard in there. Yeah, that always works. Priming stuff out. Why did I put that much clear in here? I'm basically done with these parts. Hopefully I covered those okay. I've been kind of yapping. We're going hard story time and not really paying much attention to the actual painting. It's just clear coat. Whatever. It's just the thing that protects our paint. No biggie, right? Let's see. We'll have an hour left. Oh, we should definitely get these legs together tonight. Please don't try to prove me wrong. Or forget I said that, but I think we're going to get the legs together tonight. As soon as we're done with these, we'll clean up that panel lining, which hopefully has had enough time to dry enough to clean up. We'll finally get to see what the legs look like together. Then I'll actually have a work in progress update to post that actually looks like something. The recent mistake is setting up an empty shoebox. Doing a pass indoors, lungs burn for a bit. Yeah, spray cans are super dirty with the gas and everything that's in them. Especially if you're doing the gas in them to spray out, and then especially if you're doing some kind of lacquer paint. I before my basement was finished, I was trying to get it was a guitar body I was painting for my dad because I built him a guitar for Christmas one year, and it was cold outside, so I couldn't spray outside with these because I got spray paint to match the yellow on his Corvette, and so before my basement was finished down here, it was all like studs and stuff because I was redoing it. I tried spraying it down here, and I tried like opening the windows and being able to vent out the windows and stuff, but my God, it was couldn't really smell it upstairs, but as soon as you came downstairs, holy hell. It smelled like that for like the entire day. It was not good. I do find the airbrush paints work better for you painting my guys just because they're a lot more thinned out. You can't bother to thin out your normal paints? Why not? Also used to spray the cans in the base. Oh, did you? Yeah, that's kind of like when I painted my Miata. Uh, I sprayed it in my garage and I closed the doors. Well, I closed the doors most of the way, and I got all the dust out, wetted the floors to keep the dust down. closed the garage door basically all the way to try to keep dust from getting in. And I used a water-based paint, automotive paint, and that part wasn't bad. And I had a proper respirator and everything. That part wasn't bad. But then when I went to do the clear coat on my car, I used a 2K clear, like a lot of people do on cars. And I didn't have any real ventilation in that. So I had my detail gun. So it's just spraying clouds of 2K clear. And holy shit. Even with proper respirator and everything, man, I had my entire garage fogged up, and even my neighbor, my neighbor 2 houses down was downwind, and he's a body shop guy. He owns, or his family owns, a body shop, and he could smell the 2K from down there, and I had seen him a couple days after that, and he was asking me what I was painting, and I was like, how did he know I was painting? I was like, wait, did you smell that? He's like, oh yeah. As soon as I smelt it, I knew exactly what it was. Tried to build a NSX. Is that the model kit you were talking about in the Discord, where you're picking some colors for it? Yeah, damn it, he knows. I'm out here getting high in the garage on 2K paint. Yeah, with the proper respirator and everything, it was still, oh my god, it was awful. The classic off-white, yeah. I think I think I'm gonna start. Could show that to you real quick. I have a GTR to do that I was gifted a few years ago. It's a GTR with a Liberty Walk set on it, actually. So I was given this from Kim, who used to stream all the time, and he bought it. He thought it was going to be more like a Gundam kit where it was all painted and or colored, and you just assemble it. But it's like a proper model kit where you gotta glue it all together and everything, and paint it. So, but anyways, Tuesday nights I do my iRacing stream, but we only have 2 weeks left. I'm pretty sure we only have 2 weeks left in the league, and then it takes like a month break before the league starts up again. So I think on Tuesdays when the league's off, I'm going to start working on this guy. And then if I get that finished, I really want to buy a Miata kit so I can like make my own Miata, and I want to customize it like my own Miata. So I'm gonna use my resin printer and stuff to print out custom parts for it to make it actually match my Miata. Is the idea, anyways. But I was trying to decide what color to pick. I got a couple weeks to decide, I guess. Goof. It is kind of. It is kind of a. It's a little more saturated than a goof blue, but yeah. I just like that it's kind of a. I like that it's not sparkly and it's just like a matte or satin blue. When you get something more fun, might have model kits. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't really like about car model kits. Is almost all the car model kits are just of the stock car. I want to have like fun customized kits with fun parts on them that look cool. I don't want just a stock car. It's so boring to me. Although I do kind of want to do a Mercedes GT3 car, because typically when I race in iRacing, if I'm doing GT3 series, I usually drive the Mercedes. And I actually have a trophy from second place in one of the leagues that has the my car laser engraved on it. So I would like to get, they have model kits of this car. I'd kind of like to get a model kit of this car and try to paint it uh, like I have it painted in iRacing, because I have my own custom paint job I did on it in the game. Also, I was doing some organizing. I reorganized some drawers over there to make more space, and I forgot I had these. These came out of there. These are the two bands I was in. I was in this little we had a little punk band in high school called Minor Insult. And then we had the Spitball Monkeys as a different band later, which later we renamed to Random Tragedy. But it's got our original basement recordings on it. And then this one was actually recorded in a studio of a guy that's like 30 minutes away in a small town. But what is what? That's an, yeah. I bet, I don't know. I don't have anything to play these right now. I don't have them in a, I don't have any CD players in my computers. But I saw those in there and pulled them out, and I was like, where I display all my model kits and stuff. I need to 3D print just a couple little stands to set those CDs up in, so I can display them with my models over there. Okay, I think we pretty well got this cleaned out. We'll do a quick nozzle clean, then we'll start working on that panel lining. There's one of the songs I could play, actually, but I don't really want to. Actually, I played, I think that's when Sage was here one time. I actually pulled out one of my bass guitars and played along to one of the songs on stream. We did that once. And where I plugged it in was where my mic ran through, and the processing I have on the mic to like cut out background music kept like cutting out the bass. I know you were there. I don't know if you remember it or not, but I know you were there. Okay, now we need the lighter fluid. Super old. Does anybody ever have a new bottle of lighter fluid? I feel like any lighter fluid I ever find is a really old bottle. This one's from like, this has to be early 2000s, late 90s. The good shit. Changing up your painting approach. All right. Being advised not to do it. You assemble before prime and paint, but it bothers me that you can't get into all the features areas, so I decided to paint parts separately and mask. Oh, yeah. Then you'll paint. Then you'll paint and do final assembly. Yeah, the only problem is the depends on the joints of the model, how the joints come together. And if you do, it depends on how detailed you paint as well, because if you do really detailed shading and highlights, then sometimes once you get those parts coming together, the shading and highlights don't line up with each other, and then they can look a little off. But like if you're just painting for your army, I assume you're not going to like that much detail like that. So it'd probably be fine. So you don't have any? Yeah, this is... Maybe this has more than I thought in it. I feel like this one's getting kind of empty, but... I don't know if I've done any... Have I done any panel lining on Kaleido Clear Coat? What was the last thing I painted? We built Tristan last. I didn't paint him. We painted some... Oh, the Leo! We painted the Leo. That's right. We did it on the Leo. I was just trying to remember if I had done it to know if it wipes off or not. Because that's another problem I have is that sometimes if you get a little aggressive on your panel lining, clean up the water-based clear coat will come off. Nothing meant for the showroom floor, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Give that a try. Painting the separate pieces. I always hear the like the painters that do YouTube channels and have you know, kind of like tutorials on how to paint and stuff. They always just basically say if you can't reach the spot, it would be in shadow anyways, and to not basically just to not worry about it. Which I understand, but at the same time, I'm like you where I'm like, but it would have color there. You know? So I totally get it. I think the same way. Um what's missing here? Uh that's an oops. I always forget about cool third party Tristan Kit. Oh yeah.
Whoa! Oh shit!
Mentions it. Reminding me it goes to. I always think my daughter's ex-boyfriend is named Tristan, so every single time I say it, that's what I think of. Or at least what goes through my mind is, I wonder if she's listening or if she can hear me right now, and then she's gonna think I'm talking about her ex or something. Surprised she hasn't popped in the stream. Although I think she's talking to her friends. Yeah, keeps saying his name. Keeps talking about him. Keeps talking about how good he is and how value for money he is. I guess we don't have to. I really should swap this out to get a better clean down in the corner, or down in the edges, but since we're going to weather this, we don't really need to, do we? Especially being the bottom of the feet. Wait, let's set these down so I know which ones I've done so far. That would be a good idea. I have those every once in a while. So I got propositioned. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't the same one. We could also take these off the clips because we're gonna assemble. We're gonna Avengers assemble. I'm so excited. See what this looks like in some capacity. Oh, did I miss the? I missed the dot. Of course, I missed the dot. I'm trying to keep that as much as we can. The dot's not very well defined, so it's gonna clean out pretty easy. Where's the dot on this one? There it is. I don't think I want it completely black. Oh, well, that one basically erased. So... That's fine. Whatever. We don't care that much. I have a boyfriend at eye rolls. Rendering some wings. So tedious. Paint prepping plastic kits is starting to sound... That must be pretty tedious then if that sounds fun. Ah, shit! What is this one missing? What could this one be missing? God damn it. Whoa! Oh, shit!
Oh, hold on, dude.
This is when all the panel lining is when all the oops come out. Although I think I am going to change that to goofed instead of oops. I think that's way better. Yeah, they do, don't they? I actually never thought of that, but they do. Oh, shit. Oh, hold on, dude. This one will be a little dirty, but that's okay. It's looking good. Yeah, should I try a couple of those? Let's just see what we get. I'll test a couple of those. I would kind of like those to not cost bits, but I don't want them to get spammed. Towards the Wii's. The Wii's are good though. I like the Wii's. Man, that felt so cool till I ruined it. We only have one more set. Shit. Yay, we're fixed. Yay, we're fixed. Those randomly worked together. Oh no, stay off the wall. Spicy nuggets. I thought that hand seemed big until I put it in there. God damn All right, one more. I need to like master them all so they're all the same volume. Yeah, all the part sounds. Yep. Yeah, it's just. iRacing's like, nope, that's one too many times. See ya. What? What? Did I just say wet in that one? Need a soundboard. I do have a soundboard. Unfortunately, it's clear over there on my audio interface where I can't reach it. Yeah, you've clipped so many things that there's no way to remember what all you've clipped. There's so many. And I still don't have all of them uploaded to that, or I should say downloaded, to that folder. I still have so many more to put in that folder. I went a little, little light on this one. The other three are quite a bit bigger. That's all right, though. Common themes is one-liners can stand on their own for. Oh yeah. Yep. Most of what Corbin gets is usually pretty good out of context on its own. Haven't converted. Yeah, you haven't sent me quite a few of them. Hello, daughter. Nice to see you. We're still going to go ahead and assemble these, even though I forgot to panel line those couple little bits. Because I want to do it during the stream. And then I'll just panel line those couple little bits later. Come upstairs? Oh, you're lonely? Oh, well, you have 30 minutes to be lonely for. And then I will be up there. Maybe less than 30 minutes, actually. We're just cleaning up this these panel lines, which I should probably hold up to the camera. Then I'm going to put the legs together real quick. And then we'll be all done. We should actually be done on time today. Okay, that one basically wiped completely out, which is kind of annoying. About time. I mean, it still hasn't happened, but should basically be done on time. That's good enough. Let's get another Q-tip. Get a freshie. We only got 2, 4. So wait, those don't have panel lines, so these ones don't even count. We only have like 5 parts left. Ow! To clean up. And we'll see if this actually looks cohesive together with the colors I've picked. I'm still not sure that the two different whites I have actually work together or not. Also, is my mic flashing? Doesn't
Corbangado
look
said,
like it.
"Did we ever get our lovely French lady working again?"
I don't know, did we? I heard it. Did you hear it? Heck yeah, we did. Yep. Yeah, I had that, what was it? Oh, that was for the Natty Light Caution. I had that thing where I had to like, for some reason, I had to pick a different audio source and test it, and then switch it back to the correct audio source and test it for it to actually play sound again. I had to do that for all the bits and the lady, because those are all done through Streamer Bot, and they all had that same issue for some reason. Ooh, ooh. Also, my music should screw up any minute now and start playing stuff from some other random people, even though there's still music left in my playlist. As it seems to only play a certain amount and then cut over every single time. That looks nice. Don't mind my my bad scribing there, where that line goes out. It's my first time scribing, okay? My very first scribing kit. Take it easy on me. All right, we can assemble. Except I got the leg bits and hand bits mixed up. Let's put the booth away while we assemble these. Yeah, exactly. We're weathering them. It's fine. My fans like suck up the flaps on the booth there. Let me go shut my fans off so I don't burn them up. That would probably be bad. Don't want to burn up my fans. I learned something interesting about when I was studying some duct design and stuff like that. Fans that are internal in a fan duct, if you cut off their air supply, and normally you would think of a fan as getting overloaded because it can't suck the air in, so it's having to work harder to move that air. But actually, if you cap it off, it means that there's no air in there, and then they spin super fast with no resistance. And that's how they get burned up on inline fans, anyway. The more you know, right? We can actually like deglove for this too. Still an awful, man, the smell from that glove smell, that sweaty internal glove smell. Gotta love it. Oh, Corbin. With the stretcher. What about the tip check? Man, it seems so quiet in here now with my fans off. And also the 3D printer being done. Okay. These are all leg bits.
Social-Basidio01 said, "Brian's daughter is the best person ever. She is so cool, amazing, kind, loving, caring, wonderful person, and she is number one and knows so much more than him."
Okay, that was I gotta admit that was top tier. Of course it was. See, you're not bored. Still need to go through and chamfer all these holes sometime. Or fill it. Is it chamfer or fill? I always get them mixed up. One's a rounded edge and one's a flat edge. I think it's fillet. I think chamfer's the round one. I don't know. I always forget. Learned from the best. How can you be better than me though if I'm the best and I'm the one you learned from? Or is it not me you learned from? Ooh, I smell that lighter fluid. Hopefully our chrome stays on. I feel like the chrome's going to get peeled off, but it's weathered, right? The chrome I would like to not be weathered and stay chrome though, because that's what inside the pistons, inside the hydraulics, and it should, even if the kit's weathered, the chrome should still look chrome because it's moves in that hydraulics all the time. Fillet is a rounded one? Okay. So chamfer. Oh, you've learned new ways? All right. There's all the leg bits. Can't believe we can finally assemble them. It's incredible. Put the sticks away. Move some of this shit out of the way. Just random shit. Because it's not really random. It's all stuff we're using. We were using. You have an Ollie cat? He visited me early. I'm surprised he didn't meow at me to go outside. Okay, we got the feets. Let's do this. Oh yeah, Ollie was probably tired from all the racing he did. He was sitting in the sim rig for a while. You haven't ended up in a wheelchair? What? Why would you end up in a wheelchair? Two of those per side. One of those there. Two of these per side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How am I missing that? Am I missing that? I'm not crazy, right? Well, I guess you guys can't see quite all the pieces. That's all the pieces. I think I'm missing one of these. I know I did both of them. I remember doing both of them. How did I lose it in this amount of time? Not up in here, is it? Up in here, up in here? I don't think so. One of these here, one of these here, one of those, one of those. One of these, one of these. One of these, one of these. One of these, one of these. There's the knee. I wonder if I did push it off, though, maybe. What the heck? I don't think I dropped it. I keep, like, being careful rolling around thinking I have wires on me when I don't have any wires on me. Got these clips. I don't think it's on the stand over here. I don't see it. Oh, I meant to clear these as well for the Leo, because I never cleared and lined them to finish them when we redid them. Huh. Did I try the floor? I'm pretty sure I didn't drop it. I would think I would have noticed it. I didn't like scoop it with this. Wait, is it inside here? Could be inside here. I hope not. I don't think it is. No? It's not inside there. I know I panel lined both of them, and I remember cleaning both of them. Cleaning up the panel line on both of them. Well, I'll find it eventually, I guess. That's going to be an oops if I can't find it. Weird. Huh. Oh well. I'll just... I didn't leave it on one of the sticks, did I? Didn't look like it.
What? I didn't do anything! I didn't do anything!
Oh!
I didn't do it! I didn't do
Stupid
anything!
fucking
I didn't do
playlist
anything
did it
wrong!
finally.
What the fuck?
I knew it was coming. And that's still going to do it. I got to pick a song in here to play, I think, to fix it. I don't think I did. It's not on me anywhere. I don't know where it could have went. I didn't throw anything away besides my gloves. It's not in my gloves. There's no way I threw it away. That is so weird. Oh, there's also a spider trying to crawl up my desk. Well, I guess I can assemble it minus that part. Unless it's like under. I don't think it could be under any of these, though. They don't have enough space. Ah, it's gonna fall over. Yeah, it's not in my... Oh my god. This is a mess. It's not in the box. It's not on any of the clips. Huh. Very weird. Is it in the ornament? No, it's not in the ornament. Is that over here? It is over here. We found the nub ball. Oh, I guess I could show it to this camera. Found the nub ball the other day. Well, whatever. let's assemble. Oh, did I just? Oh no, I thought I kicked it, but it was just a wire. Let's see if I remember how to assemble this. We need this. This is the inside of foot, and this clamps around it. We could go ahead and put this part in though. Oh. Look at that. I love it. I need to zoom in a little bit for this assemble. And straighten out the camera a bit. There we go. That's looking good. Okay, let's pull this apart to get it back together. And it goes this way, I believe. Can confirm clean boat. Yeah, I knew I did. Does anything go in that spot? Yes, something does go in that spot. Uh-oh. Well, we're having more issues because I'm missing the poly cap that goes in there. That wasn't something I found the other day, was it? I don't think so. I have a bunch of extra poly caps. I could just grab another one. Wait, am I missing 2 of them? Because this goes this way. Yeah, polycap there and a polycap there. I'm missing 2 polycaps. Well, how did I do that? Why does this always happen? It's like, oh, just assemble this real quick. It'll take like 5 minutes. Let me get some other polycaps. Assembling a new PC. Okay, it's, let's see, it's the one on the bottom has flat sides on it, but it has a round connector. This is probably one of them that fell out. I don't see any flat sides with a round connector as extra polycaps, unfortunately. All the polycaps should be in that one spot. Looks like it. They have these, but they don't have a round connector in them, and they're too big. This one should be, oh no, that one's not round either. Whoa. See what they look like here. So yeah, it's a little cube. Little cube with ears on it. And that one's the same thing. So I'm missing 2 of those. So this doesn't help me at all. There's seriously none of these are that type? Did this kit only come with exactly 4 of those? Where's the P? There we go. Are they? No, they're not the K's. They're the I's. It came with 6 of them, and you use all of them. Shit. Well, I don't know where those would have went either. Well, I guess we could assemble it and kind of stage it up so it looks like it's together. So I really just want to see if all my colors are working and stuff. At least I didn't vacuum when I was doing everything. The rag, the Q-tips are in? I don't think so. Because there's nothing... Yeah, there's nothing in there. Oh! Here it is. What is that? Oh! It had something like stick to it, and it got stuck to the other rag. So it was in the trash can. So we got that one. Now we just need little cat hairs up here. Now we just need these poly caps. Now usually if I have, this shouldn't be over here. Usually if I have extra little poly caps and stuff sitting around, I put them in these little cups over here. But I don't see any. I don't see any in that. I don't think they're in my parts box because I looked in here, unless I put them in a different one. But I have all my extra poly caps anyways are all in this one space, and they're not in there. And I have the extra weapons and stuff in here, and they're not in there. And I don't think I have a different case I put anything in. I don't see any. Oh, here's the water slides I got. Almost forgot about those. Of course, we're not ready to do those yet. Sometimes I set extra little bits over here, but there's nothing over there. I have to have a look under the bench in more depth sometime. Oh, there's a alligator clip down here. And a couple of my base picks. I was hoping I would spot one real quick down here, but I'm not seeing any. I'll have to have a look down there later sometime. Well, we can assemble one leg, I guess. The clamp cup? This cup? I don't know what you mean by the clamp cup. Oh, that cup. No, I know what you're talking about now. The alligator clips. No, they weren't in there. And they should have stayed inside. They would have. They're probably just on the floor somewhere. Because I had, since these have to come apart to go on, I had them not fully seated together. So I'm gonna guess they fell out while being moved around. It's the only thing I could figure. And that would just mean they could be anywhere on the floor, basically. The swamp. So I'll just lightly put that together and leave that over there. Let's put this other one together. Yeah, I may have to print some. Come on, fit together. There it goes. I didn't clean up that panel line. There's always one I miss. I don't think I did this piece at all. Looking at it. It's kind of too small to really. I mean, maybe. It's really small. It'd be hard to FDM print that. Am I missing? Oh, no, it's inside here. Okay. Thought I was missing the poly cap that goes inside the ankle. There's some printable polys. Yeah, I'll have to check that to make sure. I feel like these might be too small though. Oh, I didn't put the top of the foot on. Of course, this is one I forgot to panel line that, so that part doesn't match, but whatever. That's not that big a deal for right now. You would do that. That looks nice. Can I push this all the way together? I don't remember if something go. Oh, this goes in there. Wait, what goes in the top? This goes in here. Oh yeah, that just slots in down there. That's right. So that clip, there it goes. That clips in there. And these, please come back out of there. I don't know how much it's really going to matter, but I put that on backwards. Because it has these little nubs, and I don't want those facing out. I want those facing in. I'm going to scratch all the fucking paint off doing this. There we go. Yeah, it's all pretty decent. This is all Suno. especially for background music, because it's background music's pretty simple. A lot of it. Oh yeah, look at that. And it's not so far, anyways. It's not scratching it. I know. Don't tell me how clean it looks, because then I'm not gonna want to weather it. Oh yeah, you know what? There's a polycap down here that it doesn't even use, because this covers it. It actually doesn't use that polycap at all. So I could scavenge that. Wait, no, that's not. Yeah, I could scavenge that and move it here. Or, oh, that other kit probably has the same bits in it. Either way, let's do that. This is probably a good way to take all this back apart. It's a good way to break the kit. I'm not gonna end the stream on time. Bruv. I tried. I really tried. Okay, it's almost out of there. I remember seeing that, or I had thought I remembering something like that while I was putting the kit together, and thought that was weird. But there is the Gundam kit. The Gundam's basically like this model, but a Gundam. So I wonder if the Gundam actually uses that, but this one doesn't. And I don't have to assemble both of these on stream, but I want to get one of these assembled. Is it this way? No, we need to swap these. I need the other one. Oh yeah. Meant the pistons in the joint. Yeah. This is like a sitcom. That's why we have fun here. Got sitcom shenanigans happening. I don't think this matters which side it goes on. If it even goes in, that part likes to just fall out on its own. Is that complete? That's okay. Well, okay. Well, I mean, and then it all falls apart. I fucking hate this thing. I could have at least, put it in right side up. That would probably help. Shit, I don't even know if this is the right way. Is that the right way? Please, no, it's not. This has to go this way. And that part just dropped right to here. Son of a bitch. I hate this shit. This little bit is the worst. Okay, now this is correct. This go. There's no way that's right. No, that's how this one is. They should be the same on either side. Shouldn't matter. This goes on this way. Yeah, that has to be right. How does that have room to move though? Do I have this on upside down? I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know what's happening. I almost feel like I'm in a fever dream right now. Come on. The Book of Armaments? Maybe. Okay. Does it go this way? I don't think there's no way it goes that way. Yeah, there's absolutely no way that goes that way. It has to go this way. But this has the thicker part up top, so it should go in like that. And then... Oh, maybe I had the arms flipped. I might have had the arms flipped. That might be what it was. Ah, shit. I really should, like, glue that in there. The hell is this shit? Stop it. Oh, this first. I'm never going to hear the end of this, by the way. As soon as I go upstairs. I've been ready for... I just put that on upside down again. Are these different per side? They totally are. Jesus. This is going so well. Wait, if those are different per side, that means I have the wrong inner plate in here. And I need this one. Also slightly impressed I'm kind of straight up manhandling this thing right now and I haven't chipped any paint. And it is single pin goes down, yes. Oh, that fits so much better. These don't fit really that great, but it didn't ever fit great to begin with, so, you know. That has to come back apart again. I may just have to give up, and we may just have to do this next stream. I forgot the knee has to slide in there as well. This isn't my music either, by the way. Oh, now I got it. We gooed. But which way does it go? It's got to go this way. At least I hope it's got to go this way, because that's the way I'm putting it on. And that goes on there. Except that piece likes to pop inside the other piece and then get stuck. Okay, let's slap this back on here. Slap the front on. Oh, we need the knee bit inside there. I think our two-tone white's working. I think. Pry bar here. There it goes. Okay, now this is gonna go, I need this hip. Shit, I don't know which side's the front. I think this side's the front. Yeah, that side's the front. Nope, other one. So this slips onto there. And then this goes on to there. Except it likes to be stupid and pinch itself where it doesn't belong. You make yourself a pair while you're waiting. Can I like... Oh, maybe I can jam... Oh, this might work. Jam a toothpick in there if it's not in the way. Didn't quite work. It is about as far as it'll bend anyways, though, because those are going to touch if it goes much further than that. This one doesn't have that much mobility. What a difference does that make? From plastic to painted. Oh, you even have the show ready? Oh, perfect. I'll do the other leg later, but there is a leg. It's done. It looks so nice, and now sometime we're gonna make it look all terrible by weathering it. Eventually. put this stuff away. I'll get the other foot together later. Because I gotta go. It's time for shows. I'm super late for shows. I'm never going to hear the end of it. I feel all guilty. It's just going to be yep. But how good is this? And how I've been like mashing around on it and stuff. I haven't scratched it yet. That's incredible. Usually with water-based stuff. I don't think it's quite fully seated together. Maybe it is. Yeah, anyway. Looking so good. Thank you. It's been great. Oh, and my playlist is not playing my playlist anymore again. All right. We'll be back tomorrow for some racing. We're going to be at a racetrack to do some racing. You know, that's usually where it happens. Mid-Ohio, that's right. We're doing Mid-Ohio short. I'm not very good at Mid-Ohio. Or at least I didn't used to be. But I've been doing pretty good in the Miata, so maybe we'll be doing pretty good. Yeah, so thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. It was a fun stream tonight. A lot of chat activity always makes it fun. And yeah. See you tomorrow for some racing. Peace.